Is it a rough day back from vacation? Now, I don't know about you, but after 2 weeks off, when I come back, it's rough. What'd you guys do on your vacation?
A lot.
A lot? A lot of what?
Stuff.
Cool, man. I love the description there. Well, guys, who can tell me, who can take a good guess of what we're going to learn today? Anyone?
Probably persuasion.
We're going to learn, what was that?
Persuasion.
Yes, persuasion. Persuasion is not just a language art. Persuasion is a language martial art, okay? It's not something that you just use in this class, but it's something that goes on all the time, always, every day. So who can tell me what persuasion is? Who can define that for me? Any idea? What I want you guys to do is grab the papers that is in the center of your table. Go ahead and grab a pencil.
If you guys have a computer out, we do not need computers today. Go ahead and log out. Brandon, log out of your computer. Thank you.
All right, so after you're done formatting your paper, name, period, all that stuff, I want you to write this down. Okay, persuasion. Write down these words. Persuasion. Persuasion is convincing someone to your way of thinking. But it's not just enough to say, okay, I convinced you. Persuasion is only really successful if you can get somebody to take the actions that you want them to take. So, in a nutshell, persuasion is convincing somebody. So if you've ever been in a conversation with a salesperson, have you guys ever spoken with a car salesperson or a salesperson of any kind? Never? No one? Have you guys ever been in an argument or a conversation? What was that about? Can't share? Huh? Better to keep it. All right. So, like, have you guys ever been in a conversation or an argument with somebody who saw things very differently from you, and you're just kind of like, how is it that you see it that way? And you're trying to like convince them, you're trying to get them to see it the way that you do, but no matter how hard you tried, it was like that person was just stuck in their ways. Does that ever happen to any of you guys? It happened to you? Like, what about, have you ever noticed when somebody was trying to convince you of something? To try and make you see something differently? Have you guys ever felt that? Somebody trying to pressure you? Say that again?
My brother trying to make me give him money.
Trying to get, was he successful? No? Well, how is he trying to get you to give him money?
Telling me he did stuff for me.
Why didn't that work?
Because he's annoying.
He's just annoying you, right? So a good and effective persuader is going to actually make you want to do something. If you're not effective, you're just annoying. So I want you guys to write these words down on your paper, okay? Ethos, pathos, logos. Okay, who can tell me, who recognizes these words? Ethos, pathos, and logos. Yes, sir. Can you tell me where you recognize them from?
English.
English?
A couple of years ago, yeah.
Do you know what they mean?
I mean, it says it on the board.
Ah, I should have.
But if you ask me to remember them, I probably could.
Well, why are they relevant to persuasion?
They serve. Okay. So they're kind of like the steps to kind of, I don't know,
Yeah, you're on the right track.
trying to look for the right word.
They're the steps to.
Convince a person that.
Okay. They're like the 3 ingredients. Now, a long time ago, ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle came up with the idea that in order to persuade somebody, you needed these 3 ingredients. And somebody tell me what ethos, pathos, or logos means. You guys define those for me. Do you guys remember? I'll give you the first one. Ethos is trust or credibility. If someone that's kind of shady is trying to convince you of something, what are the odds that they're going to convince you of something if you don't trust them?
10%.
10%? Why?
Because maybe sometimes you can kind of like roll the dice.
Okay, roll the dice. So at that point, you're gambling. And what are the odds if they look shady and you decide to trust them? What are the odds that you get screwed over? So 10% yes. What's the other percent? 90% you're gonna get screwed over, right? Those are the numbers. Iffy, but that's basically those are not good odds. so
Yeah, it's more like 50-50.
So if you want to be able to change somebody's mind, you need to have the credibility, you need to establish trust. Yes? Okay, pathos. Who remembers what pathos means? Emotion. How is that relevant for persuasion? Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to mention. As I'm writing this down, I want you to be writing this down on your paper as well. So how is pathos or emotion relevant to persuasion? Why? Yes, I get you. But while you're persuading, you want to tap into a person's emotions. But why?
So you, like, depending on what they're feeling or how they are, you're able to manipulate it for your benefit.
Okay. Let me say this, like, as a teacher, one of my jobs is to persuade you. Which is better? If I say, okay, everybody, you need to do this assignment, and you're gonna do it because I'm forcing you to. Or is it better for me to instill an emotion in you that makes you want to do your assignment? Which one's better? Which one's more powerful?
Bless you.
Or less?
Makes them more vulnerable to like buy or like get on your side.
Because emotion leads to action. Every action we take was first started off as a thought and turned into an emotion. You know, when you buy the car that you want, ultimately the reason you want it is because it gives you a certain feeling. The drinks that you drink, to some degree, give you a certain feeling. The food that you love to eat, it tastes good, but it makes you feel a certain way. So the most powerful part of persuasion is actually this part right here. You can have the trust down, you can have everything down, but if you can't inspire emotion in the people that you're trying to persuade, then it's not going to be successful. Finally, logos. Who can tell me what logos is? Logic. Why is logic important for persuasion?
You have to make a point.
You have to make a point.